Hey, what's going on? You in the tube and rear brake job on a 2019 Sonata. Hey, what's going on? You in the tube and whatever other platform you're watching this on. Today we're going to be doing a rear brake job on a 2019 Sonata. So the brakes on this vehicle are going to be from 2016 to 2019. Before 2016 the brakes are different, and after 2019 the brakes are different. But I do have a little helper with me today.
Hi, my name is Gaming Beaster. I'll be helping Rock T today.
Yes, he will be. All right, so hope you guys enjoy. About to get started. And so the tools that we're going to need just for this job, we're going to need a flathead screwdriver, a 12 mil on a 3/8 wrench, some grip pliers, your C-clamp, lug nut wrench. We're going to need a drip pan, and we have here a jack stand, paper towels, brake cleaner, and you're going to definitely need to put some of this on there. Now the brake should come with, whenever you get them, it should come with some lubricant, so you don't have to necessarily buy one of these big old things. And anti-seize is a good thing to put whenever you get ready to put your rim back on. I always use a little anti-seize, and if you have a power tool, that'll work as well. Okay, first thing first, chalk your wheels, chalk both sides, front and rear if you can. Next thing is to apply your brakes. Before completely jacking your vehicle up, you can always break your lug nuts. Alright guys, once you get the tire off, I done already got my jack stand placed underneath. I always like to give it like a quick spray down before I start disassembling everything. We just break the top, and I'm gonna take the bottom one completely off. Once I got that broke, you're gonna need your C-clamp. All right, you ain't gotta torque it down, but just get it tight enough where you can be able to get your new pads back on. We're gonna lift this up here. Right, so we got these clips we're gonna need to pull off. I use my flathead screwdriver here. Pop one off. There we go. We're gonna end up reusing these clips because the new pads that we got, we didn't get any new hardware. So we're gonna reuse all the old hardware. All right. So to get these off, they have a little bevel at the bottom of it's a little bevel here, and it's kind of pointing up. So the way to get these pads off is you pry them loose from the top. There we go. And you can probably loose like this. There you go. Same thing for the back. Pry loose on the top. There we go.
Okay.
We done already matched up the pads from left side to the right side, so we're just gonna use what we have now. Yeah, but make sure that you do match, because sometimes these things come with the clips on the opposite sides.
All right, now I'm gonna spray everything down.
All right, so I actually released my brakes. I got everything chalked down. And
now I'm about to finish spraying everything down and get the back side.
if you are getting any squeaking, you can always pop these back off. And they have these little hooks on here. So what I had to do to the other side, I ended up having to get some pliers and kind of pinch them in, because these hooks were actually rubbing up against the rotor. Just gonna clean this off. You have one paper towel?
Yeah.
Come on, helper.
Alright. I was studying.
Just gonna pop these back on.
Alright, that's good.
Okay, so once you got everything as clean as possible, now we're gonna hit all our lube points.
Okay.
And we don't want to over lube it. This stuff is pretty liquefied here. The stuff that they sell in the packages is a little thicker. And here's the one that goes on the back side. Make sure that we don't get any lubrication on the front, the friction side of the pads. The points that we're going to actually end up hitting is the corners.
This one, that one, that one.
Same as this side. And this one going on the back, so we're going to make contact with the caliper, with the piston of the caliper. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. Same thing. All right, now I'm just going to pop the back one in. Same way we came out, we're going to start from the top up, grab from the clip in the back. You can grab however you want to grab it, to be honest with you. Just push it in. There's the back. All right, now for the front side of the pads, we're going to start from the top as well.
Yep.
All right. And you want to pop that in for me, buddy?
Yeah.
Pop it in from the bottom. Put some oomph behind it, boy.
All right.
Good job. All right, guys. Once we got our brake pads installed, now we're going to reinstall our clips. And they're just snapping these holes here. There's one. There's our second one. And what the clips are doing, they're actually applying pressure outwards, from what I can tell. Slide this on here. We're going to apply a small amount of lubricant on the lower bolt as well.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
We're going to need that. All right. And we'll tighten it back down. Tighten up. Bottom snug. There you go. You put your tire back on. You ready to rock and roll?
Yep.
Clean up. And right before I put the tire on, I'm gonna add a little. It look like a lot. Add a little anti-seize, which wouldn't be a bad idea. But anyway, I'm gonna tighten all this up. That is the brake job, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
All right, guys, last but not least, we're gonna fire the car up. You're gonna have to pump your brakes. All right, put it in neutral. Apply your brakes. Put it in drive. All right, it doesn't move. Give it a little gas. Hose firm. It wasn't doing this before. Good job. That's it.
All right, we're done with that job. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope this video helped. Again, make sure you guys go out and test drive your vehicle. Make sure everything is up to par. Everything is working perfectly fine. And to help with longevity of your brakes, braking earlier and lighter will help, rather than to brake harder and later. So just a little tip. But as always, thanks again. I'm out.